What's going on, guys? It's your boy CMB, back in the building, back with another video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Now, let's get into this one really quickly. Once again, we are talking about Tyson, the Gypsy King Fury. You guys know he was victorious over in the UK, guys, at the Wembley Stadium, defeating Dillon the Body Snatcher White to retain his WBC heavyweight title. It was a vicious uppercut, knockout in the 6th round, guys. Dillon White just couldn't recover. The fight went pretty much the way I thought it was going to go. We all know that Tyson Fury has slimmed down a lot more for this fight than he did in his last fight against Deontay Wilder. I know he was like 277 when he went into that fight with Wilder. He slimmed down about 13 pounds for this fight, so I knew the game plan when I saw the weigh-in was to outbox Dillon White, and that was apparent. Skills pay the bills. He was working behind the jab, throwing combinations. Dillon White just couldn't get in on the inside. He was throwing wild punches, and when he did get in, Tyson Fury would tie him up, and Tyson Fury was just setting him up for that uppercut. You guys know what happened. But anyway, Tyson Fury also talked about retiring before the fight. Now, I was waiting till after the fight to see if he was going to change his mind or not, but he pretty much confirmed it after the fight that this was his last fight. It's kind of a bittersweet moment for a lot of boxing fans. Now, he talked about how his wife, he promised his wife that he would retire after the trilogy matchup with Deontay Wilder, but he felt obligated to give the fans over in the UK a good fight. And you know, he obliged it by fighting Dillon White. So like I said, this is his last fight. He's talking about only doing exhibitions and possibly WWE, and he did mention that he thinks that Deontay Wilder, get this, guys, should go after the title once he vacates it. And honestly, I think that's an excellent idea. I think this poses a unique opportunity for Deontay Wilder. Now, we all know Deontay Wilder's goal for years was to become undisputed at heavyweight. One name, one face. He would always say that. You know, besides saying Bomb Squad, that was the one thing that he would always say: one name, one face. He wanted to be the undisputed champion, sort of like Errol Spence Jr. Errol Spence Jr. has 3 titles now. He's 1 title away. You know, he faced a lot of adversity, a lot of hiccups, and if he can get past Terrence Crawford, then the goal's been reached. Now, Deontay Wilder's situation just a little bit different. You know, he talked about that for years, like I said, but you know, he was derailed by Tyson Fury, of course. But like I said, this poses a unique opportunity for him. Now, if he did go after the title, I think he was ranked number 3 at WBC. Now I think he would possibly rank number 1. So let's see, Joe Joyce and Joseph Parker, I think they're getting it on. And I think next in line would be Frank Sanchez. So he would possibly have to face off against Frank Sanchez once Tyson Fury vacates that title. And I think that would be a great fight. I've been watching Frank Sanchez. You guys know he trains, I think, with Eddie Reynoso, trains with Canelo. I've seen the last fight I saw with him was with F.A. Ajagba. You guys saw what he did with F.A. Ajagba. He won that fight. I think he dropped Ajagba in that fight, if I can remember. And I think he just won his last fight. I think it was Christian Hammer, if I'm not mistaken. So I think this poses a great opportunity, you know, for both of these guys. And Deontay Wilder, we haven't heard much from him as of late since the fight. He did talk about retiring. He was contemplating retirement. He hasn't made anything official yet, but if he still has that fire in his gut, you know, to get back in there, to still become undisputed, to reach that goal, you know, I think the time is now to strike. Once Tyson Fury vacates, go after that title and make that dream come true, make that dream a reality, because it's still possible. Even though he couldn't defeat Tyson Fury, that doesn't mean he can't go on to become undisputed at heavyweight. You know, you have to seize the moment, and I think the moment is now. But you guys tell me what you think. Do you think this is a great idea that Tyson Fury posed? Do you think Deontay Wilder should go after that vacated title? Or do you think Deontay Wilder should do the same thing Tyson Fury is doing now, take his ball and go home? You guys let me know what you think in the comment section. It's the CMB. I'll talk to you guys in the next one. And I'm out. Peace.